Back city scene as we're nearing the end of the 2012. Those of you operating small businesses might want to get off on the right foot in 2013. And if you are looking for some help in the business area, we've got a great resource right here in Camarillo, the Small Business Development Center, or Sbdc. And tonight we're going to be welcoming back Director Ray Bowman. Welcome, Ray.
Welcome back,
Thanks.
Ray.
It's glad to be back.
Yeah, it's been a while. So before we get into the local services of the Sbdc, explain what it's Small Business Development Center. Is that's what the Sbdc stands for?
Yeah, it stands for Small Business Development Center.
So tell us what you do and what the organization is all about.
What the organization is, it's actually a nationwide organization. So there's a Small Business Development Center that literally handles every part of the U.S. So I'm the director of, I'm part of the LA region, so I handle all of Ventura County and Santa Barbara County.
Oh, so you have a big area.
Yeah, real big area.
But not by yourself. You guys got a lot of...
No, we have a great team that helps us out
Right.
in servicing the area. But we provide free of charge business consulting services to small and medium-sized businesses.
Wow.
Literally, we range the gamut of businesses from, a small home-based business, car detailers, restaurants, all the way to manufacturers, biotech companies. So,
And this is all free of charge?
all free of charge, or I like to say it's prepaid by your tax dollars.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's Sbdc is a part of the Small Business Administration?
Yes, it is. So, we often think of the SBA, we associate the SBA with the loan programs,
Sure.
the 7A programs, 504. And the other side of the services that SBA provides is through the Small Business Development Center. So it's actually a grant program that's awarded to different entities in different regions. So the Economic Development Collaborative of Ventura County is the host organization where my Sbdc runs.
Right. In fact, you
Wow,
guys
okay.
share the same building right up the street from City Hall, right?
Yeah, exactly. We're just down the street,
Yeah.
and we're in the same offices as the Economic Development Collaborative.
Right. So really
right.
the businesses in Camarillo have a home field advantage then, because you guys are right here for
Yeah,
them.
we're
That's
right
great.
here.
Yeah.
And again, you guys are, even though you're here in Camarillo, you're here to help any business anywhere in Ventura or Santa Barbara County.
Yeah, we actually handle both counties. We handle Santa Barbara County through a cooperative relationship with Santa Barbara City College and their Scheinfeld Center for Entrepreneurship. So, and within that we have a staff of over 30 or close to 30 business consultants that range in expertise from restaurant, retail, lean manufacturing, international trade.
These days, just someone who brings I understand there's someone who just does social marketing now, right?
Yeah, we have 2 different social media experts.
Yeah.
So you have to have a lot of different. You have to have a big pool of talent in order to service the different types of businesses that you get throughout the counties.
So take us through this. If somebody has, say, I don't know, a home business, for example, and it's struggling, they're trying to kind of really get things moving along, would they come to you?
Oh, absolutely.
And what would you do for them?
Well, normally what happens is a business will call us and we'll try to assess them over the phone as to what exactly they think they need in terms of services. Do they need help with marketing or sales or pricing? Are they trying to get a loan? And then through that, we try to assess who to place them with. So we might initially place them within our classes. So, we often get startups. People have never run a business
Right.
before.
Have no idea how.
So we recommend that they go through some of the classes, either through us or some of our partners like SCORE or Women's Economic Venture.
Sure.
Then we bring them back into the consulting. Or if it's an existing business, then we'll try to place them with the business consultant that will most closely match what they're looking for in terms of what they need.
Now, would you help them assess the feasibility of a business?
Oh, absolutely.
Determine whether or not they ought to just shut the doors?
Well, we often do that, and by the way, we consider that a win as well, because we'll get business owners that will have one business, they're thinking of buying a second business or thinking of expansion, and they need another opinion, to ask if they think it's even feasible. And what we try to do, instead of saying, well, gee, that's a terrible idea,
Sure.
or that won't work, is really give them the options. How will it work? Under what circumstances can you make the business work? Or how do you need to be prepared to start that business?
Right.
Yeah.
I think we've got some images that Ray can describe for us. And The clientele now, if anyone has any concerns, everything's confidential, right? You go in.
Yeah, absolutely. When we sign up a client, in fact, this is part of our agreement with SBA that all client information is kept confidential. Sometimes we do brag about businesses, but we get a waiver from them that allows us to brag about them and their services.
Do you have any bragging rights that you want to share with us?
We have many companies that we're very proud of. There's a company called Solar Silicon Recycling here in Camarillo. They're a manufacturer. They actually recycle solar silicon waste that can be repurposed for use in solar technology. Wow. We had a company in...
Well, we can brag about them still. They kind of left for Oxnard, but we can still brag.
They're still here. They're still here. So, in fact, they've grown so much, I believe they're going to stay in both locations. Awesome. So, we have a company, Royal Riding, out of Ventura, and she both imports and exports motorcycles. So she designed her own type, and so she's one of our local success
niche market,
stories.
huh?
Yeah, we had a company in Goleta that won an award for Exporter of the Year through the Pacific Coast Business Times. So we're proud of our clients.
Yeah.
And we're looking at all kinds of businesses just to emphasize that whether you're in retail or manufacturing, or as Lindy noted, you're doing something out of your home. Any business is applicable.
Yeah, and we've had all kinds of businesses. I mean, we even had an artist, a fine artist, who went from a small home-based business to actually, a six-figure business, being a single ownership business. So, just because we say small business doesn't mean that it can't have large revenues.
No.
And what are the statistics? I've heard them before, and it's astounding how many businesses in the United States are actually small businesses.
Well, when you look at the amount of businesses out there, I mean, the majority of them are small businesses.
Like
well
90% or 80, whatever.
Yeah, 80 to 90% are those small businesses. Right. And they really make up the largest segment of employment. So when we look at increases of employments, they're most likely to come from those small businesses. And we're all more likely to work for a small business as well. Right. So they're real important to the community.
Right.
Yeah. So if somebody calls you, and do they come down to your office, or can they come down to your office?
They can. We get a lot of clients that come to our office, but the majority of our clients, we actually go out to the location. Okay. So, if it's a restaurant, if it's a manufacturer, actually close to 20% of our clients are manufacturers. So we have to be on site to see how they operate, or restaurants.
And so you bring a team out, or you bring somebody out initially to maybe assess what the needs are?
Yeah, well, the way we work is we'll try to assess the needs before we assign them to someone.
Okay.
When someone goes out there, one of our advisors will set up a scope of work. So with many of our clients, they'll have more than one thing that they want to work on. So we try to prioritize what we're working on. And the unique thing about the Sbdc program is we're audited for our results. So we're tracked against our clients who create jobs and who increase their sales and who hire. And I actually have a quota that I'm responsible for.
Oh, so it's performance-based.
Yeah, everything's performance-based. Our consultants. So we try to focus on what's going to help our clients accelerate their growth.
Right, and you're no slouch. Just give us a quick bio on you. You got to brag about yourself, so I can let people know why you're qualified to be.
Oh. That's right.
Well, I've been involved in business for 28 years, mostly in international business. So we all have different strengths. So my background was largely international business, import and export. So at age 24, I owned my own freight company. Actually, at age 20, I owned a window cleaning business. I also teach. I teach international business. I teach trade finance. I teach a master's course at CLU in consulting, in business consulting. So I've had a long history of not only being involved with businesses and consulting them, but owning my own businesses as well.
Which is a great segue for the Get Trade program. Tell us about Get Trade.
The Get Trade program is a program where we work with selected businesses, and it's pretty much an academy. It's a 12-week academy where we work with businesses who are getting in to import and export for the first time. So we provide intensive training, and we track their progress throughout the course as well. So, again, we're all about the results. So it's not like they're getting grades in the class, but, the ultimate grade is their success international business. And we recognize that international business is very critical to our county. In fact, it's one of the largest employers of people in our county. And Ventura County, if we look at information by the Brookings Institute, they rank the top 100 metropolitan areas, which the Ventura County area ranks as one of the top 100 metropolitan areas. We're actually 7th in the country in importance of exports to local GDP. So, so it's a very important generator
we
to
have,
our economy.
Wow,
you know, figure the only deep water port between Los Angeles and San Francisco.
Yeah, Port Hueneme.
Right.
So,
So how does an owner contact you? How does a business owner contact you?
if they'd call our number at 805-384-1800, they can speak to anyone, but I would recommend that they speak to Jason Ham. He's our program specialist. He does all of our intakes, and then from there, we'll assign you to the appropriate counselor. So.
Right. And it's,
That's great.
and still you can go to edc-vc.com.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, and that's our website, and it has. We also have some online tools on that website. So if you go to the tools section for business, there's all kinds of tutorials.
So that's edc-vc.com.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Tools for Business Success is a great, because that's on the Camarillo City website as well. It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check that
Well,
out.
thanks, Ray. Keep up the
Yeah.
good work. Great program, and advise everyone who's got a small business to take advantage of it. Again, you said it's free, whereas you put it already paid for. So.
Prepaid.
Yeah, your tax dollars pay for it.
This
so.
is great. Yeah.
And we have some great, the ultimate resource of any program like this is the talent. And we have some of the best talent,
Yeah.
I believe in the state or even the country in terms of our business expertise.
Awesome.
That's great. Yeah.
Thanks again,
Thank
Ray.
you. Thank